Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have Dragon Tail K9 versus Vanquish Soul K9, and this is going to be the first post-JUHU match that we're posting, and let's go ahead and read some of the cards. So we have JUHU Dragon Tail. This card says add a Dragon Tail monster from the deck to the hand, then if your opponent controls a monster, you can fusion summon one dragon or spellcaster monster from your extra deck, using monsters from your hand or field. Okay, so it's a Rhoda, and then it has an extra effect if they have something. We have K966A JUHU. This card says if your opponent has 2 or more cards in their hand, you can normal summon this card without attributing. You can only use each of the following effects of this card once per turn. You can reveal this card and one other level 5 monster in your hand. Special summon both, but they cannot be used as a material for an XYZ summon of a light monster. They cannot be used for a light monster? Okay. That's weird. I thought it'd be like lock you in the light. Okay. Then during your main phase, you can add one non-aqua K9 monster from the deck to the hand. Okay, so it can't add itself. Pretty sure 2 are aqua and 2 are like something else. Because I know 2 are dark and I think 2 are earth. Then we have Nib, Dragon Tail, Faimana. During the main phase quick effect, you can discard this card for cost. Fusion summon one dragon or spellcaster fusion monster from your extra deck using materials from your hand or field. If this card is sent to the graveyard as material for a fusion summon, you can set one Dragon Tail or Speller Trap from the deck. You can only use each effect of this card once per turn. Okay, so I need to see what fusion monsters they have before I really start determining if these cards are like actually good or not. But being able to set one from deck if it's fused off, that seems good. They have Metal Tronus, Dr. Madlove, JUHU, the one we just read over, Stake Your Soul, and Fua. Okay, so Vanquish Soul is going first. They also main deck Metal Tronus. I don't know if that's normal or not, this format. Normal Dr. Madlove effect. They said okay. Okay, so let them grab field spell, activate field spell. We're going to Ash the field spell. It doesn't even make sense. You would just Ash Dr. Madlove because the only punish... Well, I guess I guess you could get punished by them opening field spell, but this is normally just a one of. Maybe it's not post-JUJU. But if this is still just a one of, then you could just Ash Dr. Madlove to try to keep this card off the field. If they can get to Jiaolong search this, and then use this to search the next card, and then Ash the field spell, they could just still Jiaolong search the next card anyways, and still have field spell in rotation. So it's like the same thing if they can get to Jiaolong. Go for rock effect to add back, grab back Dr. Madlove. We have Stake Your Soul, reveal Dr. Madlove, go ahead, bring out Burger. We have Burger effect, reveal the Dr. Madlove to go ahead, draw into a Droll and Lockbird, set Metal Tronus, end phase, bounce back. Pass turn, they draw into Izuna. Yeah, it's like this card didn't even seem very good there. Because we were just not going to special summon out. Yeah, we didn't open up another K9 monster or like a level 5. Yeah, because this can also summon out like Holy Sue or Jiaolong, which is pretty nice. Then we draw Izuna. Okay, so this is an Earth Warrior. If your opponent has 2 or more cards in their hand, you can normal summon this card without attributing. You can only use the following effects of this card once per turn. During the main phase, if your opponent activate a monster effect in the hand or grave this turn, quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is normal summon or special summon, you can send one K9 card from the deck to the graveyard except for a copy of itself, which I'm pretty sure the one that you dump can summon itself back out instantly. So I guess we'll have to find out. Okay, so now we're going to go main phase, activate the JUHU Dragon Tail. Go ahead, search out Dragon Tail Pan. This is a Wind Dragon level 7. If this card is sent to the graveyard as material for a fusion summon, you can set one Dragon Tail Speller Trap from the deck. Then you can destroy one monster on the field. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. If a face-up fusion monster you control is destroyed by an opponent's card effect while this card's in the graveyard except during the damage step, you can place this card to the bottom of the deck, and if you do, special summon one non-fusion Dragon Tail monster from your graveyard. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, fuse off, bring out Dragon Tail Atheron, which this is the main one that I always see like the art of. So I assume this is the best one. Takes a Dragon Tail monster plus 1 or more monsters in the hand. If this card is fusion summon, you can target monsters on the field and or in the graveyard yards. So either graveyard, up to the number of monsters used as a material for used as material from the hand. Okay, so we can target 1 here, return them to the hand. Okay, so we can target 1 monster to the return to the hand. Oh, it's in either grave too. So you can add back like hand traps. That's kind of broken. If 2 or more monsters are sent to the graveyard at the same time while this card's in the graveyard, except during the damage step, you can special summon it, but banish it when it leaves the field. Okay, so if 2 or more monsters into the graveyard at the same time, so if they link summon for like a link 2 or something, or fusion summon. So we're going to go ahead, new chain link, activate Atheron, chain link 1, and then target Phimina and Ash Blossom. Wait. Up to the number of monsters used from the hand. Oh, but we use the Dragon Tail from the hand too. Okay, I was just counting this. Okay, no. So that'll be 2 that we can target. And then use both effects to try to set from deck. But this one also sets and then pops a monster on the field. And we're trying to bounce back Ash Blossom too. So yeah, we really do get to just grab back hand traps. They're going to Metal Tronus this. Bring out Caesar. Oh, I guess, yeah, that does work. That does work actually extremely well. So go ahead, bring that out. Go ahead, set Tail Flame. Flame says target 1 face-up spell or trap on the field. Or no, target 1 face-up spell on the field. Negates effects until the end of the turn. Then you can place 1 Dragon Tail card from the graveyard or banishment onto the bottom of the deck. And then draw 1. Okay, so negate a spell, draw 1. Sure. I mean, as long as decks are playing enough spells, this seems like it's a good card. Then it says the other one is fusion summon 1 Dragon Tail monster from the extra deck using monsters from your hand, deck, and or field. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of the turn after this resolves, except for fusion monsters. Okay, so it's just branded fusion. That's crazy. Branded fusion's a good card. So they're gonna go ahead, try to pop Caesar. They go field spell to protect it, and then on res they're gonna go activate Burger to go ahead, bounce back, special summon out. And then Burger effect, go ahead. Oh my gosh. Okay, they keep putting it back to the bottom of the deck for some reason on accident. Go ahead, draw Dr. Madlove. And then from here, they're going to go activate Jokel effect. Also, couldn't we have maybe just, instead of trying to pop Caesar and forcing the field spell out once, maybe we pop Rock? But I guess we'll find out. I don't really know like what exactly we plan on doing from here. Jokel effect to reveal and special summon both out. And then we get the Uzuna effect to go ahead and send. And then that sends the Lupus. And then this one says, during the main phase, if your opponent activated a monster effect in hand or graveyard this turn, quick effect, you special summon this card from the hand or graveyard, but banish it when it leaves the field. During your opponent's turn, you can activate this effect, quick effect, immediately after this resolves, XYZ summon using this card you control. And then you can only use each of the following effect, or each of the previous effects of this one's return. An XYZ monster that has this card as material gains the effect. Your opponent cannot target this with card effects. Okay, so... Okay, wait, so this one is like the broken one then. Izuna, because you summon this card, effect, dump. And this works as a hand trap. Dump this. Effect summon itself. Overlay with this effect. And then you get to make a rank 5, which makes you the Shark Drake guy, which attaches 1. And then maybe that's all it does. But okay, now they're going to go ahead. Jokel effect, so just, once per turn. Not a trigger effect. Go ahead, add a non-aqua. So it's going to add Lantern. And then Lantern says if your opponent has 2 or more cards in it, you can normal summon this card without tributing. You can only use the following effects. So this card once per turn. If this card is in your hand, you can target 1 non-pyro level 5 canine monster in your graveyard, special summon both it and this card, but they cannot be used as a XYZ summon for a light monster. During your main phase, you can add a canine spell or trap from the deck to the hand. Okay, so now they're going to drop Droll and Lockbird on us, stop us from searching. Couldn't they have just done that before? Like, after they did this, they could have dropped Droll. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, they could have just dropped Droll prior. I guess they wanted to get their Burger draw though. Go ahead, bring out the Ripper. This takes 2 level 5 monsters. You can attach 1 material from this card, add a canine card from the deck to the hand. Then if your opponent activated a monster effect this turn, you can set 1 canine quick play spell from the deck or grave. When your opponent activates a monster effect in the hand or graveyard, quick effect, attach a material from this card, negate the effect. I was like, wow, these other cards look like they're pretty good in the hand traps. I kind of want to get hand trapped in some spots. Like, imagine you hand trap me and I just have number 17 in hand and I go, effect, special, effect, dump, effect, special, effect, overlay, make this, effect, attach, search, set a quick play from deck. Like, that's a lot off of you hand trapping me. It's basically like called by, but in a different way. Like, called by basically lets your engine push through the interruption, while this is like a different extender. But like, this seems really solid. This seems really, really solid. Yeah, and they can't add because Droll, and they can't just set either. They said you can XYZ something else if you want. They said nah, all good. This doesn't seem like the right thing to make, though. They should have just agreed and make a different XYZ. It's bad testing if you just, like, you know, make a horrible play. Lantern, summon, overlay, make Nash Knight. Nash Knight effect, go ahead, detach, bring out Masquerade, attach the rock. And then we're going to make the C Nash Knight, activate C Nash Knight to go ahead and bring out the Masquerade, effect pop field spell. And then, okay, we have this that can like half their life if they activate something on the field. Now we're going to go Dragon Tail, go ahead, use Nib plus Dragon Tail Ugrala. This card sends to the graveyard for a fusion summon. You can set a Dragon Tail spell or trap from the deck. Then you can destroy one spell or trap on the field. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target one spellcaster Dragon Tail monster in your graveyard. Place this card on the bottom of the deck, and if you do, add that monster back to the hand. Okay, so that was going to go ahead, bring out Dragon Tail Gremel. Takes a Dragon Tail monster plus a monster in the hand. If you activate a Dragon Tail card or effect, quick effect, you can target one card the opponent controls, destroy it. If two or more cards are sent to the graveyard, or two or more monsters are sent to the graveyard at the same time while this card's in your graveyard, you can special summon it but banish it when it leaves the field. Okay, so new Chainlink, Urgala, Chainlink 1, Caesar, Chainlink 2. Yeah, because otherwise they get to activate this effect to go ahead and pop one. So they're going to go ahead and set Dragon Tail Horn, target a attack position monster on the field every turn to hand or extra deck. Then you can place one Dragon Tail card from your graveyard or banishment on the bottom of the deck, and if you do, draw one. Okay. Now we're going to activate the effect to put itself back to the bottom and add back, and the opponent just goes ahead and admits defeat. So on to the next game now. We're going to go ahead and see a Sweet Duck decide to go first. We have Urgala, Perulia, Pan. Did we go over this one? Lucullus, and then Horn. So this one says, if this card is normal summon or special summon, you can add a Dragon Tail monster from the deck to the hand except for a copy of itself. If it's sent to the graveyard as a material for a fusion summon, you can set a Dragon Tail or spell or trap from the deck. Okay. Then they have Jiaolong, Raisin, number 17, Holy Sue, or Holly Sue, and then Start. So we're going to go ahead, drop Perulia, and they said that's fine. Couldn't they have chained this, though? Oh, it's only during the main phase. Oh, okay. So we can't chain this. I was going to say, can't we just, like, chain this and just all of a sudden spawn a rank 5? And that'd be so broken, too. Spawn a rank 5, you get double search and set. And then it negates hand traps from there on out. Oh, that'd be so good. Activate Holly Sue, reveal Jiaolong special. They draw into another Lucas. And then activate Start effect, grab out Dr. Madlove. And then we're going to go Holly Sue, reveal to go ahead and bring out from the deck. And that's going to bring out a Jiaolong. Okay, and now they have Jiaolong, reveal Raisin plus Jiaolong. Go ahead, grab out Holly Sue. And I have no idea how to play this Vanquish Soul deck now. Like, I knew how to play it without K9, but with K9, I feel like it's going to be way different. Because now it's like, now you have like rank 5 plays that are actually like good. So now we're going to make Ripper. And then this just says if they activate a monster effect this turn, you get to set one. Okay, so bring that out, effect, go ahead, search, grab out the 66, and then set the K9X Forced Liberation, which is a quick play spell. It says during the main phase, target one K9XYZ you control, special summon from the extra deck, one K9XYZ monster with a different name, but by using that monster you control as a material. This is treated as an XYZ summon and transfer the materials. And then you can destroy a card the opponent controls. So we get to XYZ summon into a different monster, then pop one. At the end of the battle phase, if your K9 monster battled this turn, you can set this card from your graveyard. You can only use each effect of this once per turn. Wow, so it's also like not just like a hard once per turn. You get to use both effects once per turn, which seems pretty nice. Then from here, we're going to go normal summon out the 66. They draw into the 17. 66A, go ahead, search out for 66B. And then activate the number 17 special summon out. They get to keep drawing. Wow. Number 17 effect, go ahead, dump the 00. And then 00 summon itself back out. Then they're going to activate the effect. Also, it's at any point, so maybe, I guess we already searched with that. Okay. So now we're going to go 17, summon itself out. Effect to go ahead, dump the 00. Summon itself out. And then Chain Ripper to go ahead and negate the effect, because if it activates in hand or grave, they can negate. So they're going to negate the graveyard effect of the 00. And then overlay 3 in the Dice Smashers. Dice Smashers effect, attach, and that's 92% chance of winning the game. And Caleb rolled a 6, so that is game. Caleb rolled double 6, actually. So, yeah, they cannot activate monster effects this turn or declare an attack. This card, I am honestly really hoping it gets hit on the ban list, because I really hate cards like this. But hopefully it does. Hopefully it does. Just go ahead, set, try to pass, and then during the main phase, activate X-Force, summon out K9 Werewolf, which this is a rank 9. It takes 2 level 9 monsters. While this card has a material, it can attack a number of times each battle phase up to the number of monsters attached to it. When your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, you can attach a material from this card, then activate this effect depending on whose turn it is. If it's your turn, banish a card from your opponent, banish one card your opponent controls and/or a card in their graveyard. Then if it's the opponent's turn when you activate this effect, look at your opponent's hand and banish one card from it face up until the end phase. Okay, so obviously on the opponent's turn, it's fine. No, I mean, this card actually is just broken either way, right? Like, banish a card they control or look at their hand, which is just insane having the card knowledge. It's just Minstrel, but on the opponent's turn, which is like, okay, that's solid. And we get to pop one. So we're going to pop the back row, and then activate the Holly Sue, reveal Dr. Madlove, special summon out Holly Sue effect. They cannot ash because of the Paradise Smashers. So they get to go ahead, bring out Raisin. Raisin effect, I was going to say, they get to play completely for free here. And there's, like, almost no punish. Like, if you hit me with talents, sure, but what do you really do after that? You can't attack or activate monster effects. So now we have K966A. We have Rahu Dragontail, number 17, Horn, and number 17. They have talents, Raisin, Harpies, Case of K9, and Dr. Madlove. So this one, okay, let's read over the Case of K9, which is a continuous spell. It says, when this card is activated, you can add a K9 monster from the deck to the hand. Okay, so it's already Rhoda. K9 monsters you control getting 900 attack the turn your opponent activated a monster effect in the hand or graveyard. If this card is in the spawn trap zone, is destroyed by card effect, you can set a K9 quick play spell from the deck or grave. Panthera also pops all cards. Oh, wait. Caesar. Oh, can Caesar pop any card on the field? It might be able to. Pretty sure it can. I know. Pretty sure it can. Pretty sure it can. And can Panthera also pop your own back row? I'm pretty sure it does. So maybe that's like something you can do with this. Activate 66A. Go ahead, reveal, and then special summon out both, and then activate the effect to go ahead and dump the Lupus. We can't use Lupus as an extender though, because they have not activated anything in the hand or grave this turn. And then effect to go ahead and search out Lantern, and then overlay those into Ripper, and then Ripper effect attach just to go ahead search for number 17, and then activate Lantern, and then this is also just hand trap protection now for a monster. So they're going to go ahead, summon out Lantern, special summon back out from graveyard, overlay in the Nash Knight, and now we're going to go activate the Rahu Dragontail. They said, oh, I forgot to search off Lantern. Oh, yeah, search for the K9 Speller Trap. Okay, so you can, so they're going to go ahead and search for the K9 X-Force Liberation, and then activate the Rahu Dragontail to go ahead and just fusion summon. So use one from hand plus one from deck, because, you know, you always have to use one from hand. So we're going to go ahead and bring out the Dragontail Atheron, and then new Chainlink, Atheron Chainlink 1 to bounce back 1, and then Lucas Chainlink 2 to go ahead set. So we can add back the Lucas, and then Lucas go ahead set the Ketu Dragontail, then activate that to go ahead search, grab out the Femina, and then we choose to not fuse off, normal summon out Lucas effect, go ahead search out the Urgula, and then activate the effect discard and go ahead and fusion. That's going to bring out the Grammel, okay, and then new Chainlink. We're going to go ahead and activate the Ugra to go ahead and set Flame, which negates the spell, and then draw one. And then activate the effect of the Ugrula to go ahead, put back, and add back. So we can put back and then add back the one that allows us to quick fusion. Okay, we can't make Guardian Chimera with this because it needs to be made with a spell for its effect, right? Yeah. Pass, they draw into Izuna. Okay, go main phase, activate Harpies, chain the flame to go ahead and negate, and then draw one. We'll put back and then draw one. Yeah, put back, draw in the warning. Activate Case of K9 to go ahead and search out the 6/6A. And then activate the effect to go ahead, reveal, and then try to special summon out both. And then activate Izuna effect to go ahead, dump the 0/0 from deck there. And then on res, they're going to go Nash Knight effect, go ahead, attach Masquerade, attach one of their monsters to it, and then activate Talents to take. And then, in response, what do we even do there? We're going to go ahead, activate to bring out Werewolf, and then pop. Okay, because otherwise they could take the Ripper, and Ripper also negates a monster that's activated in hand or grave. So now their talent's going to go ahead, take the Werewolf, and now that can negate our effective fusion. They said, actually, we're going to go ahead and horn target Werewolf. They're going to chain Werewolf, and since it's their own turn, they can banish a card the opponent controls or a card in their graveyard. They said, oh yeah, it's the other effect, so they're going to go ahead, banish, wait, is it both? Banish one card and one card in their grave. Oh my gosh, it's just Cheng Ying. I thought it was banish a card they control or a card in their grave. Oh my gosh, these cards just get better. Every time I look at them, there's just an extra effect and they just do more. So go ahead, put back, and then we get the draw on the nib. Okay, now they're going to go normal Raisin, activate Raisin effect to go ahead, search, grab out Holly Sue from the deck to the hand. And now, I was going to say, we don't... Does this actually interrupt in any way? I don't know. If it does, maybe we should have, because they're just trying to make Rock and then Rock add back to have Holly Sue, like, right attributes. And you can kind of tell that's what they're doing too, right? Because otherwise, if you just add Holly Sue with one of their card in hand, that's not going to give you the right attributes. So now Holly Sue, special summon out. And then they have Holly Sue effect to go special, and they can get hit with Nib at any time. So they're going to go ahead and bring out a Jiaolong. And then they said, that's fine. Try to go battle phase, activate Nib. Wait. Shouldn't they have dropped Nib before? Because what if they just make this? And then this can negate Nib. And then it also searches and sets a quick play spell. It kind of seems like it does a lot. I guess the search also gives us another rank 5. Yeah, maybe we should have dropped Nib prior. Go ahead, pass over the token there, and then activate. Oh, this also works off Nib too, so we could just special summon this back out, which is nice. They offer a rematch, so I'm going to test against my friend, but GG's. Okay. So we end up seeing Draco Tail, K9 beat K9 Vanquish Soul there. Now, I don't have too much to say about it, because I'm just learning it. Like, this is literally me learning a lot of this for the first time. But I will say these K9 cards seem extremely well. They seem extremely good. The Dragon Tail cards don't seem that crazy. They do seem very good, though. Actually, they do seem good, but they don't seem as good as K9, I should say. K9 seems like it's, like, way better. But then there's also the other deck I gotta look at, Yummy. So far, I'm most impressed by K9 and then Dragon Tail. And then I gotta actually look at Yummy and see where I put that. But with all that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.